Hardcore WoW. Wait, that's not right. WoW Hardcore. A simple enough concept. You have one life. If you die, you start over.
I'm about to end this man's whole career. Bam, bop, bada bop, pow.
Having beat this challenge once before on my class main, I decided to take it 3 steps further because I'm a masochist. First, I will play a class I am completely unfamiliar with. Second, I'll be playing solo self-found. This means I will not be able to trade with other players, use the auction house to buy or sell things, or use the mail system, which could let me transfer money to what's referred to as a bank alt. Third and final, I will be doing this run dungeonless. If you've played any MMOs before, you know a major component to getting levels and better gear is grouping up with other players and running instant dungeons where you all work together to clear it out. This will be forbidden. This means my strength relative to my level will not go up by much, since some of the best gear that you can get for your level brackets are all earned through dungeon quests and bosses. As you can see from this informative graph, our strength will start falling behind around level 15, as this is when players start running their first dungeons in hardcore. I figured I'd create a human priest as the starting character for the crucial self-heals, shields, and the fears which can get mobs off your back. And now, the intro music.
Storm, earth, and fire, heed my call.
Now that I've blue-balled the Alliance fans, always remember, for the Horde. I started out making a troll rogue. I decided on a rogue because in order to make sure I hit 60, I'll need to be able to make quick getaways or hide myself in the event of trouble, and rogue has very useful class abilities for that. Also, since I've never played one before, learning this class for the first time makes it more challenging. Trolls also have some fantastic racial traits. Berserking, which increases your attack speed between 10 to 30% depending on your health. Regeneration, which will be crucial to survive since it increases your health regeneration by 10%. It also grants a 10% regeneration of your total health during combat. This is based on a few factors like your class and current spirit, but basically it means trolls get a little health recovery in combat while other races do not. Beast Slaying, which gives an additional 5% damage to beast, which this is an MMO, so you're going to be putting down a lot of beast type. We also get proficiency with throwing weapons and bows, which gives us a bonus of 5 to both, which we'll be using pretty frequently, so they're both good traits to start with. So I set off collecting quests and began the canon event for every MMO player, killing boars. I min-maxed my XP gains and only fought the highest levels I could find. The first of which already giving gear upgrades. I thought the solo self-found mode would be a challenge. I killed a few more boars until I transcended to another level and got a massive crit on another. Not bad for a level 2. I encountered an injured troll that tasked me with felling a deadly scorpid 2 levels higher than me. I was riding the high off my crit and new level, so decided to take on the scorpion that poisoned a fellow troll to restore his honor. Killing the beast with ease, I returned and let the troll know of its death before I returned to town and had a rescue party sent out, receiving praises for it all. I picked some cactus apples for Galgar, which ended up making me more powerful somehow. That must have been some really good apples. Which, it turns out they were, since eating them gives me a bonus to my health and recovery. I bonked some peons on the head for their laziness sleeping out in the sun. Following the bonking, I was tasked to retrieve an enchanted pick up in a cave to the north, as well as collect a medallion from a demonic cult member and gank some members of the Blue Man group. Before I leave though, I pick up some new abilities, including the ability to stab, but now from behind, as well as steal. I entered the cave, found the enchanted pick, and found my first bag of the challenge, increasing my carrying capacity by 6. This was pretty huge. After turning in all my quests, I was just shy of hitting level 6. I decided to stick around and finish the level so I could leave the zone with all my abilities, when, lo and behold... Oh my god!
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
I made it to Senjin Village, learned alchemy and herbalism, since the potions will come in handy a lot during this run. I grabbed a couple of quests from the locals before running to the next town, Razor Hill, for some more, picking some flowers along the way. I deliver some supplies to the inn so I can make some bag space, and make it my home for fast travel for later. I travel back to Senjin Village to begin questing, when I find the saddest chest. Remember kids, always empty a chest so it respawns full. Anyway, I destroy some centaur attack plans, abduct some pre-born raptors for an omelet, get some head, pick some flowers, and almost eradicate a species of tiger for their pelts. Seriously, why did it take 45 minutes to get 4 tiger pelts? Anyway, I collected the last of some crab mucus and giant lobster eyes before heading back and celebrating my departure from this place. Can't forget to give up those eggs. Next, I ventured out to one of the highest death locations in the area, Tiragard Keep. This location has the first human enemies you encounter, who run away at low health and can aggro more on you to fight, overwhelming you with numbers. The respawn rate is also notoriously high, and you can find yourself in a bad position quick. I partied up with a stranger, and we fought our way to the top floor of the keep and ganked the head honcho for the quest, and made it back to turn it in alive and well, earning us another level. We're tasked then with killing some quillboar and finding some sunken tools off the coast, which we complete swimmingly. On our return from the coast, I turned in another quest for a small leather sack reward. That's not the only leather sack. Going out to take down the quillboar threat, I almost end the run by pulling a higher level elite spawn and a minion. I remember to pop one of my new abilities, Evasion, to reduce his hit chance and strafe away so I don't get dazed. He gives up for now, which allows me to end up forming a group with some others and put him down. Let's go! He dropped some nice +2 agility and +2 intellect pants, which I could really have used the agility bonus, but I lose the roll. I wasn't upset about losing that roll at all, I swear. I wrap up the quillboar task and begin one of the most annoying retrieval quests, Kron's Amulet. Basically, you just kill crocs until the item drops. The annoying part is it's a 5% drop rate. Here's a taste of what I had to deal with. In the end, it was all worth it for my first green item, which is a weapon, so that's extra good. Downside, it's a mace, which requires training in the city of Thunderbluff, which is a long run away through some dangerous territory. we'll deal with that later. I overpull a few beasts by mistake trying to gather some flowers, but thanks to some quick thinking, a level up mid-combat, and my 5% against beasts, I survive. Unlike the orc who perished to the crocs, whose mother I inform of the situation. On my way to the orcish capital Orgrimmar, I find a goblin by the roadside distressed about his caravan and the harpies nearby that stole his supplies. I agree to help him out and make quick work of recovering supplies thanks to my stealth abilities. He tasked me with removing some of the harpies' numbers in the area to protect his caravan, and despite a few close calls in a close chasm, I returned to him victorious. As I traveled onto the capital, I heard a cry from some rocks and found a fellow troll dying from scorpion venom. My fellow trolls and scorpions don't seem to do well with each other. He tasked me with finding someone in the city who knows of a cure. I run to an area of the capital city called the Drag, as instructed by the troll. He told me I would need to bring him 4 venom sacks and to be quick with it, which I totally ran to get right away. While out hunting for the venom sacks, I found a rare mob. Thinking I might be able to win a 1v1, I took him on. And despite a few mishaps, I kept my honor and felled the beast. Knowing that I had some time, I delivered a letter of conscription and was told to check in at the next major hub, the Crossroads. But I have a troll to save, so I ran back to Orgrimmar instead. Since he'll be fine for a while longer, I delivered another letter in the War Chief's Hall and spoke to the big man himself, Thrall. He's very excitable.
All members of the Horde are equal in my eyes, adventurer!
Thrall told me about some hidden enemies to the Horde and to begin looking in a place called Skull Rock, the highest fatality location of low-level Horde players. After being told of my next destination, I first returned to the Drag for the Venom Antidote, and with minutes until I'm too late, I sprinted. A level for a life saved is a good trade. Finally, I collected a quest to gather some Syrian collars off cultists in Skull Rock and began my descent into the mouth of hell. But that's a journey for another video. Thanks everybody so much for watching until the end. If you enjoyed, come back next time for our journey to 60. You can also check me out on Twitch or Kick. Links will be in the description. So long.